car engine. You don't just hop in your car and then go. You gotta start that thing up. You gotta start it up. Come on, man.
Pick that shit up. Bust down and pick that shit up. Bust it open and pick that shit up. Bust it open and pick that shit up. Hey, yo.
Hey, y'all. Welcome back to episode 2 of the Boom Boom series. I really think that name is kind of stupid, but I can't come up with anything else, so we're gonna just say the Boom Boom series for now. The sexual series on my channel. And this episode, y'all, we gonna start climbing. We talked about masturbation and, you know, just loving yourself. Now we're gonna jump into when you're going to have sex with someone. So we're gonna talk about foreplay. We're also gonna talk about sneaky links, friends with benefits. What else? One night stands, kind of just like the leading up to sex. So it's not gonna be a lot about sex talk here, but it's gonna be the leading up to it. You know, the foreplay. You know.
Oh, okay, goddamn.
So let's get started. So before we even like get into foreplay, let's talk about sneaky links. Best friends with benefits. What, you know, just these new terms. You know, for me personally, I didn't know at first what a sneaky link was. Because, you know, it is a fairly new term. You know, people normally have side niggas, side chicks, friends with benefits. But for anybody who don't know, a sneaky link is someone that, the name kind of says it, that you're sneaking around with. Doesn't necessarily mean you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend. You just, you know, that's your sneaky. You know, you go off to get that boom boom with your sneaky link. Friends with benefits, it comes the way it says. Friends with benefits are literally just someone that you are friends with that you occasionally have sex with. I feel like at one point anybody has probably had a friends with benefits situation. I've had one. I've also had a sneaky link. Next up is, of course, the side chicks. Side chicks are basically people who have girlfriends or boyfriends, but they're also having sex with someone else on the side. That is your side chick or your side man. Side man. Next up is mistress, or I don't think there's a male version of a mistress. I think mister. But people get mistress and side chicks mixed up. A mistress is someone who is in a sense like a side chick, but the difference is the person is probably married and they have this person on the side, which is the mistress. So those are kind of the terms that I wanted to break down with you guys before we get into it. Now, whether you're deciding to have a one night stand or whether you're deciding to have sex with someone that you just met, which is a one night stand, or someone that you've been talking to and y'all finally decided to just have sex, but you don't want any relations with, sneaky link. I feel like that first time that you're about to have sex with this person, the nerves are there. And if someone says they're not nervous at all when it's their first time having sex with someone new, I mean, I'm gonna call you a liar, but go off. I mean, maybe this is something that you do often or the person do often. And if you do often, boo, I'm not judging you. You know, me, myself, if I have ever had sex with someone new for the first time, I've been nervous. Like, and I think the nerves come from like, is the dick gonna be trash? Will he like my body? Will he think I look good with the lights on or the lights on? You know, like just these things that play in your mind when you're about to have sex with someone. So y'all roll with me. Let's break it down. So let's say you've been talking to some dude, your little boo thing, and you are getting ready to, you know, y'all about to meet up for your first little link and y'all about to get it on and pop it. First of all, me personally, I would want the person to come to my home only because I don't feel comfortable going to someone's house that I just met. You know, I think that's a very dangerous situation. But for someone who doesn't have an apartment or anything, you know, that's probably what you got to do. You got to go to his house, which is whatever. It is what it is. So pull up to the person's house or they come over to your house. Okay, now the dude is coming over. You know, you got to get prepared. What do you do? What do you wear? So there's two ways you can go about this. You can wear something for the house if you don't care about this guy that much, and you don't want to be dolled up, and you just like, I'm just here to get it going. You can wear something cute and some shorts, you know, or you can go all sexy and wear lingerie. Me personally, I love lingerie, so 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna wear some lingerie or something that accentuates my curves, because baby, you gonna see this body. You gonna see that body, yada 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 yada. You're gonna get that. So before you get prepped, take a nice shower. Whether it's hot, cold, doesn't matter. Whether you want to if you got a bathtub, you want to soak a little bit, whatever you want, sis. Take a nice shower. You know, prep everything, check to make sure. I don't know, some girls like, you know, they like they bush. Some girls don't. You know, do a cooch check. Make sure everything's going good. Everything's right down there. Armpit check. Make sure everything's good. You know, just make sure your body is perfect. Lotion up. Take your time. Lotion your body up. Oil your body up. Whatever you want to do. Funny story. My homegirl told me that before she used to have sex with her sneaky link, she would do all of that and she would put lube inside of her cooter. And she said it was because she didn't get wet with him. But I used to always say, well, if you weren't wet, then you don't seem like you really like it. But she said it was because he did not do foreplay, which I will talk about towards the end of this video. So, you know, took a shower. You know, put lotion on. You know, make sure you smell good. You know, probably sprayed a little perfume here. You know, probably do your little thing. And now you waiting. The next part is, you know, y'all want to loosen up. Some people smoke weed. Some people drink to loosen up. Some people don't need nothing at all to get loose or ready. That first time when he comes in, or when you guys are in the room together, or y'all are in the bed, like talking, probably, you know, a little small talk, the things are running through your head like, damn, he either fine or damn, this nigga ugly. But whatever. Either way, your mind is probably running a mile a minute. And that is normal. If your mind is running a mile a minute, that is normal, because this is someone new that you're giving your body to. Like I always say, you guys, please stay safe. Make sure you ask this person the last time they got tested or the last time they had sex with someone. Those two questions are kind of important. If you didn't have sex with someone in the last month or the last week, you know, you should want to know when the last time he got tested, especially if he's someone that's active. So y'all stay safe. Now, most women, me being plus size, one of my biggest things is that I have always been very insecure about my body when it comes to having sex. And it's so crazy because the person knew that I was plus size before we had sex. He knew I was plus size on my Instagram. He knew I was plus size when he texted me. He knew I was plus, you know what I'm saying? Like, they already know your body type beforehand. But for some reason, your mind is playing these tricks on you. Like, well, damn, what if he thinks I'm this? What if my rolls get in the way? What if my stomach get in the way? What if my titties start stacking? You know, everything's going on in your mind. Take a deep breath. Like, mentally, take a deep breath. If you got to go to the bathroom and get yourself together, go ahead, get your mind right. Whatever you need to do to make yourself feel comfortable, do that. And I also want to say this is for anybody. So if you're talking to someone for a few months and y'all, even if it's 90 days or 60 days or 30 days later and y'all are finally ready to have sex, this applies to you as well. It's not just for the people who have one night stands or sneaky links or friends with benefits. This applies to the people who are their first time having sex with someone that they have been talking to for a while. Talking is a good loosen up. Playing games is also a good loosener. I love to play games. I buy a lot of games from sex stores. I have some games from Amazon. There's like cutesy card games that you can play to loosen up the environment. Now, if you in a rush and you're not trying to play no games, then it's time to get going.
You think I'm here to play around with y'all? God damn, I'm not.
Now let's talk about what's next. Lights on or lights off? If you are insecure about your body, lights off is most likely what you're going for. And if that is what makes you comfortable, that is okay. If the dude wants to have the lights on, me personally, I'm iffy about the lights on and lights off, because now that I've, you know, sexually, I've had sex more, I don't care. But before, I would lie and be very confident and say, yeah, I don't care if the lights is on, knowing deep down in my heart and soul I am screaming, because I was so nervous and not confident in my body, and I didn't want him to not like my body or think I was ugly. But it made me stand on what I said. So it kind of took me out of my comfort zone now, because I told you I don't care about the lights. Now you want the lights on, because guys like to see what they're having sex with. Dudes like to see them back shots and your booty moving. They like to see everything, because men are visual creatures. For the girls who like the lights on, my best friend always says honesty is the best policy. So tell him, you know, I prefer the lights off. If you want to tell him it's because you're uncomfortable, then tell him that. Lights on, lights off. It's whatever you're comfortable with. Never let someone pressure you into taking you out of your comfort zone. Especially this is the first time when you're having sexual intercourse with this person. So what is next? After you done got loosened up, after y'all done maybe talk, play some games, you know, it's time for the foreplay. It's time for the magic, you guys. There's two types of women. There's the dominant woman, and then there's the woman who's kind of a little bit submissive, a little bit timid, who lets the man lead everything. Me personally, I'm more dominant, but I can be a switch and allow a man to take control. So for the women who are more dominant, most likely you're probably gonna start rubbing on his thing, on his eggplant, you know, starting it off, you know, so he can get the gist. Let's go. It's time for go time. For the girls who are more timid, foreplay is where it's his time to shine, because you're not going to go reach for that thing. And that's okay. And that's okay, because some guys like to take control. When a guy takes control, it's fun. Now, there has been a big argument between, should you kiss someone that it's your first time having sex, or should you not? And I feel like that really goes to the intimacy versus non-intimacy aspect of having sex with someone new. My friend, she does not kiss dudes on the lips, especially if, you know, it's a sneaky leak or a friends with benefits. She feels like that's too intimate, and that she's not going to do that with someone that she doesn't see a potential relationship with. Now, me personally, I feel like kissing is part of foreplay, and I think it's important. But being newly single, I realized that I don't think I would want to kiss someone that I don't know that well. I feel like there's other ways to have sexual intercourse, to start that up without having to kiss someone. But kissing is fun. So just kind of be mindful of that. Kissing is sharing. You're being very intimate with this person. You're literally swapping saliva, y'all. You're swapping saliva. So just be mindful of that. Because when you kiss someone, you're sharing a connection. You're literally sharing a connection with someone when you kiss them. So let's continue with foreplay. Foreplay is so important. And for anybody that does not know what foreplay is basically before the sex. It's what makes your cat a hot box. It's what gets the river flowing. So,
Can I sing to you? Yeah.
Foreplay is really important. Guys who do not do foreplay and are quick in it, it's usually, it don't work. Because you're most likely not wet, so it's just a disaster. It's a disaster. But if you're the type of girl who you don't need foreplay, you could just get ready like that, then hey, more power to you. Most girls, you gotta start them up. It's like a car engine. You don't just hop in your car and then go. You gotta start that thing up. You gotta start it up. Come on, man. So there's a lot of things you guys can do with foreplay. And ladies, do not be afraid. For the girls who are a bit timid, do not be afraid to kind of step out of your comfort zone in foreplay. Let the man, you know, if you don't want to kiss you, let him kiss you here. You know, let him kiss your breasts. You know, let him play with the you know, this. Me personally, my breasts are my startup button. So during foreplay, that is what gets me hot. If that's what gets you hot, you know, kind of direct his head there. You know, like, keep his head there, so he know that that's what you like. You gotta kind of speak up too in foreplay. And when I say speak up, I don't mean just opening your mouth technically. I mean more so guiding him. Like if you gotta put his hand here or you gotta put his hand down there, it'll show him kind of what you like, which kind of takes the, no, it does take the awkwardness out of when you first have sex with someone, because they don't know what you like and you don't know what they like, but you're kind of guiding them without forcing it, without making it awkward. You want to match this man's energy. If he's giving you like 50-80%, give him that same energy. If he's giving you 100%, give him that same energy. Like, it's going to be enjoyable for you and it's going to be enjoyable for him. Now for the girls, this is someone that you've been talking to that is your first time. Have fun with it. Like, you know, it's your time to shine. Like, have fun with this. Y'all been talking, and y'all probably been talking sexually through text messages. And that's another thing, you guys. Don't be afraid of sexting with your partner or your sneaky link or your friends with benefit, because it kind of helps. Like, y'all, don't be afraid to open your mouth and ask these men. And for the men, don't be afraid to open your mouth and ask these women what they like and what they do not like during sex. Because if you go in blind, it may not be enjoyable for her and it may not be enjoyable for him. Important questions I think y'all should ask. Do you like head? Of course, a good question, because some guys don't like head. Do you like your eggplant jacked? The freakiest thing he's done to kind of open that door. There is so many questions out there, and I'm gonna put like a screenshot of some questions here that you guys can ask. Because if you kind of sexed before it happens, I promise you, it'll be less nerve-wracking, because both of y'all will know it's about to go down. So that is it for episode 2, you guys. You know, just kind of before the magic happens. Before the boom boom. Anyways, you guys, if y'all have any questions or if y'all have any tips for the fellow girls out there who are feeling a bit awkward before having sex with that person the first time, leave the comments below. What do y'all do? What do y'all do to get ready and popping for the dude?